you called this shit, man.
Yes.
You called this shit.
Yes.
With this Toronto show, Kendrick Lamar, 2 shows in Toronto. I wonder if he gonna do the same thing with both shows. We'll talk about it. But we seen the listing of the Kendrick in the tour, where they going, and that one date popped out. That Toronto date, them 2 dates popped out. And your initial thoughts, what did you say?
That motherfucker gonna try to buy them front row seats. Hey, and that nigga Drake is slimy just like these goddamn oysters right here, man.
Oh, nasty. That's nasty work right there, man. Ugh.
But hey, they say it ain't no rules when it comes to, I guess you can call it the beefing. The battle rap is over. Because we know what happened in the battle rap. The rapping, he couldn't handle that.
Right.
So he's like, I know what I can do. I can just be petty. I can just spend some of this hard-earned money I make and just buy some fucking seats at his concert. Okay.
All is fair in love and war.
Ain't no goddamn love in this motherfucker, battle.
Right.
But yeah, man, you want to go ahead and just take a listen to the video that we found with the Brat.
Yeah, we can do that.
So y'all check this out, man. Then we gonna talk about it.
Well, y'all, Drake allegedly bought all the tickets, all the floor seats to Kendrick Lamar's concert in Toronto, so that it would be empty.
No, that's petty.
Oh my God!
Didn't 50 Cent do that or something?
Yeah, that's petty and funny.
Yeah. Kendrick replies by releasing a link so that everyone can come to the concerts for free. So Drake will not win that one either.
Damn.
Yeah. I wonder how he found out that happened. So found out who did it.
Somebody from their team, but 50 Cent was the other person who did that to somebody.
Yeah.
If you
Didn't
remember.
he do it to Ja Rule or
He
something?
did it to Ja.
Like
He kind of started it. So yeah.
Yeah. Or wasn't it one of Migos or somebody?
It's happened a couple
It's
times.
happened a few
But
times with
Kendrick
different
has the
people.
best response by letting everybody in
And
for free. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So let's talk about this, man. Was Drake super petty for the move, even though he took it from 50 Cent? Or do you think what Kendrick did was a great response to his pettiness? Talk to the people, man. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Look, yes, that's some petty shit to use some money, and which money is like, it falls off the trees for Drake. It means nothing. It's not going to do anything to his son's generational wealth. It's not doing whatever he had to spend to get these floor seats. That shit didn't hurt him at all. But yes, that shit is petty. That shit is petty.
So it makes me wonder, is Drake still in his goddamn feelings? Would a reaction like that say yes? Like, Drake, let it go, bro. Because right now you look, and excuse my language, you look like a sour bitch, bro. Let it go, man. Like, enough. When do you say enough is enough, bro?
Hey, that's Drake, man. He been doing the same thing, man. He love to troll. He love to do that. But when it come to this situation, look, he like, hey, I'm gonna do this and see what happens. And then, as they said, we've seen what Kendrick go back and just say, you know what, let everybody in free. Just let everybody in free.
But so, isn't that a loss?
I would think it's a loss because there's people in there who ain't paid for no ticket. That means what it does mean to me is that K-Dot really values the optics of what things look like on the outside looking in. I'm pretty sure there's people who prepaid for their tickets, and there's people who would pay for tickets afterwards, even after the shit say it's free. It's still going to be somebody who just want to support and go to a show. So,
I think the fact that it's out there that he did it makes him look super lame because let's say, for instance, the show happened and there's nobody at the front row level at all. We know it ain't the fact that they didn't like Kendrick. It was the fact that Drake was so petty to do this. So it doesn't make Kendrick look bad. It makes Drake look scorned, bro.
Well, I'll say this. It make Drake look scorned and it make Kendrick look bad because he cares so much about how much his show look. About how, you know, and you want to have a good show and you feed off the energy of the crowd, so I can understand that. If you sitting there rapping and you looking down into the crowd and you got to look up 30 yards to see the first person, that might fuck with your energy. So maybe that plays into the reason of why he didn't want it to be like that, because that initial energy from those people up front who you know they done paid top dollar for they see that energy you feed off the crowd. So I can maybe understand why Kendrick did it, but I figure he should have just let that shit ride, man, and take it on the chin. Take it on the chin, man. You ain't got to win everything. It's like you hell, you already done won the battle. So you got to win the visual optics of how things look in his city. We know it's his city. We know that's Drake's city. That's not K. Dot city. So
you just made a valid point. So what if they're not there? Let's say, for instance, Drake didn't even do that and no one showed up. You in ops territory, bro. Who gives a fuck? Fuck Drake. Fuck
it would have. If Drake didn't do it, it would have been people right there who paid good money, upwards probably $800 a ticket maybe, for each one of them seats right there.
Let's think about it. What you said, $800?
Well, that was just a guess I'm throwing out. Hell,
and I'm pretty sure it probably costs more than that.
Probably so.
So let's say, for instance, he paid for the first 5 rows, and let's say it's 15 seats per row. Nigga, add that shit up, bro.
Probably more like 30, because it'd be. I don't know where it's at, but yeah, we talking about the biggest in the game right now. It's basketball stadiums, event hall, like huge, big venues.
He could have used that money, and I know it's his kid. Like you said, his kids are well taken care of. This is chump change, but
yeah,
that just lets you know what Kendrick value, like you said, the optics, and that lets you know what Drake value. He wanna make Kendrick look bad. It's almost, like I said, it's a scorned female. What do a woman do when they're hurt, bro? When you hurt a woman, they want you to feel the same fucking pain that they feel. So they hit below the belt. So Drake, it doesn't matter how you spin this, how you smile about it, you still look like a female, bro.
But look, hey, hypothetically, figure like if Drake didn't do this, or no, if Kendrick didn't do this and let people in free. Think of the publicity that it would have got, and think of on stage with a hot mic, the shit Kendrick, all of the shit he could have thought of to say with that empty crowd up front. And he could have even been trolling on stage, like pointing to people who ain't there. Like, I know you got, like, rapping to people who ain't there. Like, I don't know. I figure I wish Kendrick would have just made lemons out of lemonade with it, instead of being so, reactionary and, responding, reacting so hastily to just say, you know what, fuck it, let everybody in, But that's the superstar thing to do.
I would have asked whoever is setting up the show, setting up the set, move those fucking seats back, goddammit. Knock them out the way. Let's push the stage forward.
Right. Or just tell the ushers and the security, like, hey, them people there, bring all them up. Like, I feel like there was other things you could do just besides say, fuck it, let everybody in. Like, once people start piling into they seats that are behind what Drake bought, be like, tell all the ushers and deacons and shit, like, hey, deacon, usher, tell them people, security, tell them people they can come wherever they want. Let it be a free for all. But in that case, people people who did pay for those seats back there may not wind up being further away than other people who are. So it can be a public relations type of situation, and then like a mad dash, and people trampling and crowds moving at the same. So it could turn out to be something that. So I understand him not doing that, but I don't know. I'm just thinking of different ways he could have handled it.
And I don't know how they actually work those shows when the fans don't show up for their seats. I guess they have to leave those seats available just in case they do show up. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, why not allow people to go in these seats? And especially if they hear and they know what happened as far as the shenanigans of Drake pull, they know no one's going to show up. You know what I'm saying? So why not allow someone to take those fucking seats? But I understand they have to stay professional and they got to conduct business as usual. So, yeah.
I don't know. We shall see. It'll be interesting. I don't know the exact date of it, but it will be interesting to see whenever that day does come. But we shall see,
Yeah, we definitely will see. Drake, I just want to tell your monkey ass, just do some fucking music. If you got this large ass fan base that we know that you have, get back to doing music. It seems like K-Dot has knocked you off your pivot and you can't even do no damn music no more, bro.
Well, I think there's been rumblings. There's been rumblings of Drake and his music. I think I've seen he's working on a duo project with Party Next Door, which Party Next Door is more like a singer type. So his next album, it may not be full of quote unquote bars if it's a duo project with Party Next Door, but that is the rumblings, is that he's working on a project with Party Next Door right now. So we'll see.
I don't want to hear that shit. We know you ain't no gangster. We want to hear some hard shit. We don't want to hear you singing no more. We don't want to hear that shit. But hey, that's how you build your fan base. So you might want to stick. But we'll see.
Salute. Hit that like button for hip hop, man.
Yeah, and we'll be back right here in the lab.